Good evening, everybody. Todd Miller, Jared Young, local sports program here at Hug High School. As we're going to get ready for the Storm taking on the Mile High Blaze. Quite a switch from last week. Last week it was hot, and now we're playing in the rain. So we're going to have an interesting game, huh, Jared?
Yes, we certainly are, Todd. The rain is coming down out here, and I wonder what kind of effect that's going to have on the players. I hope that their cleats are going to hold up under this grass. Quite an interesting game we have tonight. The Storm are going to do their best to secure a playoff spot. They're going to need a little bit of help to do that tonight. For the Storm to secure that playoff spot, they're going to need a little bit of help from their rivals, the Cali War, actually, tonight. Cali War taking on the Minnesota Vixen. And they need the Cali War to hold the Minnesota Vixen to just 10 points to be able to secure that spot, as well as win this game and beat Denver by at least 16. So it's a big ask. Denver did win earlier in the season, 27-7 at home. So second meeting for the Storm and the Blaze. Key players to watch tonight for the Mile High Blaze. On the passing side of things, we're going to be looking at Kimberly Santistevan. She has 25 completions on 66 attempts for 288 yards on the season. On the rushing side of things for the Blaze, we're going to be looking to Reese Patterson, number 10. She has 28 carries for 128 yards. So that's going to be a big ask. The Mile High Blaze also hold one stat that the rest of the league does not. They have the only safeties in the league with 3. Carrie Phelps is going to play a big part. The Storm better hope that they don't get stuck down in the end zone.
Quite the rendition.
It certainly was. So the Blaze are coming into this game tonight at 3-2. The Storm are coming into this game at 2-3. Mile High is sitting at 10th currently in the Massey ratings, while Nevada is staying right where they're at 16 from last week. The Storm have compiled over 1,200 yards of total offense this season, while the Mile High Blaze are sitting at just 922. However, the Mile High Blaze have held their opponents to just 41 points on the season. That is a huge advantage over the Storm. The Storm are giving up just over 120 yards on the season, or 120 points on the season. A couple things are going to go into the tiebreakers for playoffs. It's going to be points against, points for, and the Massey ratings. The Nevada Storm are currently suffering a little bit in the Massey ratings as far as that goes, but a big game tonight could change that.
Looks like we're getting ready for kickoff here. Storm's going to be receiving. And like you said, it's going to be interesting to see how slippery this field's going to be.
Yes, it is. It looks like back for the Storm is number 28, Alyssa Williams. Alyssa Williams has 5 kick returns this season on 85 yards. She's currently 14th in the league for kick returns. Kicking off for the Blaze is number 15, Melanie Archuleta.
Fielded about the 23, comes back across 25-30, breaks a tackle, still on her feet. Oh, and runs into her own player at the 45-yard line.
And Alyssa Williams with a great return there. If she hadn't have slipped, she might have broken that open.
Yeah. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Storm.
Number 12, quarterback Mo Etchen is getting the call right now from offensive coordinator Adam Barrett. Storm huddle is in there waiting for her. I'm not sure who's going to be in the backfield for the Storm. Let's see, could be interesting here. And it looks like it is going to be number 18, Sarah Colangelo. And she's actually going to go in at fullback. We're going to have an empty set here.
Hands it off. Tries to make the corner, cuts back inside, crosses the 50. Gets up to about the 46 of the Blaze.
And a great start for the Storm. Colangelo with a nice little run there. Looks like Kalani Martinez and Cassie Macias Hicks are going to check into the game. Sarah Colangelo is going to check out.
Going to be 2nd down and a long one.
It's going to be 8 Macias Hicks to give the call here. Martinez to her right. Macias going to take it to herself.
She's going to have enough for a 1st down, so it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Storm on the Blaze 39.
Colangelo and Etchen to check back into the game. Excuse me, Colangelo and Alyssa Williams to check back into the game. Typically when Williams comes in, they're either going to quarterback sneak it or go to a fake.
Keeps it right up the middle, maybe a yard or so out of that one.
Taken down by number 30, Tirani Diamanti. Number 72, Krista Meeks to check out of the game. Etchen and Martinez are going to check in for Colangelo. Etchen to give the call.
2nd down and 9. Ball placed on 38.
She's got Martinez to her left. Selena Verdon in the slot.
Up the middle, has a hole. Still on her feet, breaks another tackle. Gets taken down at the 22-yard line. That's going to be a 1st down Storm.
And Etchen with a huge run there. She had a nice hole up the middle.
So this first possession, Storm is moving the ball down the field quite nice.
Yeah, they're really honing into their run game here. I'm sure they're not going to want to pass too much, especially with the rain. Colangelo is going to check in the backfield for Martinez. And actually, she's going to be out wide to the left. They're going to go empty set here. They may look to pass.
Breaks through, gets all the way up to the 11 before she's brought down.
Yeah, nice run there by Colangelo.
Brought down by number 10, Reese Peterson, excuse me. So that's going to be a 1st and 10 for the Storm.
85, Kaylin York is going to check out of the game. And the Storm made a lot of substitutions there. Last week they were having issues with getting the correct amount of players onto the field, so I hope that that's not going to be an issue this game.
That did bite him a couple of times.
Yeah, it's going to be number 8, Cassie Macias Hicks, to give the call here. She's going to be under center. She's got Martinez to her left.
I think we're going to have a false start there.
Yeah, and Colangelo came in motion. I'm not sure who else jumped there. Martinez is going to check out, and Kaylin York is going to check back into the game.
So now it's going to be 1st and 15.
Excuse me, I've been saying her name wrong. It's Katie Mendoza. Katie Mendoza, number 17.
Keeps it, works to the outside. Got one person to beat, and that does not happen. Brought down, did not get a number on that one.
Yeah, Cassie Macias Hicks on that carry. She's going to be brought down in the backfield. It's going to be 2nd down. Macias and York are going to check out of the game.
Looks like it's still it's 2nd down and still 15.
Yeah, Etchen's going to be under center here with Mendoza in the backfield.
Still a good, solid rain coming down. Looking to pass. Lets it go. Caught. Touchdown, Storm. Let's see that again. Looking to pass. Lets it go. Caught.
And Sarah Colangelo with a great catch and run there. That's going to be her 3rd touchdown of the season, 2nd receiving touchdown on the season. Alyssa Williams lines up for the kick. She's 3 for 6 on PATs this season. She's sitting at 11th in the league. And it is good.
So with 9:54 left here in the first, the Storm goes out to a quick 7-0 lead on their first possession.
And that was exactly the start that the Storm were going to need to get going in this game. I'm curious to see how Mile High responds. Sorry, go ahead, Todd.
Oh, no worries at all. Sitting here looking at our radar, though, I think the rain's possibly going to get a little bit heavier as we go on. So it's going to be interesting. And they said today and tomorrow were supposed to be the heaviest days or thunderstorms we were going to have. So
right, and we've seen some lightning out here. I'm not sure what the concern is for the field and the quality of the field, but I know that there is obviously always injury risk.
Oh, that was a little odd kick right there. Fielded by number 30. Oh, you said this name before, right? Tyrini Diamante. I hope that's right.
Yeah, some tough names on this Mile High roster, but we are going to do our best tonight, folks. So please forgive us if we mispronounce the name.
It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Blaze. Looks like the ball is going to be placed just inside the 50 on the Storm 49.
Yeah, and I think the Storm were probably hoping to, maybe get lucky with the rain and them not recover that ball, but unfortunately it kind of bit him in the butt, and it's going to be here on the 50-yard line.
Handoff goes up the middle, but the Storm meets him instantly for a loss of about 1 or 2.
Yeah, nice stop there. Number 11, Megan Putnam on the carry.
Number 11, Megan Putnam is stopped in the backfield.
So now it's going to be 2nd down and 11. Ball is on the 50. 9:23 and counting here in the first.
Kimberly Santisteban to give the call here, number 27.
Blaze comes up to the ball.
She's got number 10, Reese Peterson, in the backfield.
Up the middle again. Gets her yardage back and then some, up to about the 47, it looks like.
Yeah, and a nice little run there by by Peterson. But we do have an injured Blaze down on the field. She might just be slow to get up. Yeah, that looked like number 91, Jasmine Aliquin tonight. Hopefully, we'll keep an eye on that. Hopefully, she is able to continue.
3rd down and 8 for the Blaze.
Peterson's actually going to be in the slot here. Can't quite see who's in the backfield.
Looking to pass. Gets flushed out. Keeps it, goes up the middle, breaks a couple tackles, and gets taken down at the 38-yard line.
And a great run there by Satisavan. She felt the pressure and just took the hole that the Storm were giving her. But she is also slow to get up there.
So she's going off. So that's going to be 1st and 10 for the Blaze. Ball is on the, 38-yard line for the Storm.
Yeah, number 24, Marissa Glenn, is going to check in. And number 17, Adrian Tauesa, she is their backup quarterback. So it looks like she's going to be under center here. Number 11, Megan Putnam, in the backfield.
Hands it off, has a hole, gets all the way up to the 30.
Reese Peterson on that carry. She almost got to that 1st down. And the Blaze they're opening up some nice holes here.
I think it's 2nd down and about 1.5 yards.
It's going to be Tauesa again to give the call. Peterson in the backfield.
Handoff. And nowhere on that one. She get met by, was that number 85 of the Storm.
Yeah, she was just met by a wall there. Kaylin York on that tackle.
Number 10, Reese Peterson to the Blaze. Nowhere to go.
So now it's going to be 3rd down and a long 3.
Yeah, and I'm not seeing Santisteban come back into the game. Number 17, Tauesa, looks like she is going to continue to give the call here.
It will be 3rd and 3 now for the Blaze.
Breaks through. Still on her feet. Gets all the way inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. That's going to be a 1st down for the Blaze.
Yeah, and a great run there, taken down by number 4, Laura Zander.
Number 10, Reese Peterson on there. Will be good for a Blaze 1st down.
So Peterson getting a majority of the plays now with the ball. And she is successfully moving the ball down the field for the Blaze.
Yeah, even though they had a little bit of a tough start there where they were backed up, they have really taken on a running identity in this game so far.
I think like the Storm, though, they're kind of cautious right now with as much rain is coming down. So Peterson has the ball, still on her feet, gets up to about the 5. Oh, no, she's in for a touchdown. Excuse me. Touchdown Blaze.
Number 10, Reese Peterson on there. Good for a Blaze touchdown.
Yeah, and a nice little run there by Reese Peterson for the touchdown. coming into this game, she had 28 carries for 128 yards. We talked about her in our pregame a little bit. She was one of our players to watch. That's her 3rd rushing touchdown of the season.
Blaze setting up for the extra point, trying to tie it up.
Yeah, it's going to be Archuleta for the kick here.
And that's good. We're tied, 7-all.
Yeah, Archuleta with her 14th PAT attempt on the season. She's now 13 for 14.
We'll take a quick little break. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back, everybody. Todd Miller and Jared Young, local sports program here at Hug High School. It's tied 7-7. Nevada Storm and the Mile High Blaze.
Yeah, it's going to be Archuleta to kick off here. Williams in the backfield, waiting to receive the kick. Williams is definitely a key player for the Storm. She is very easily identifiable with those green and orange cleats.
Blown dead before we get the ball kicked off.
Yeah, and there's not a ton of wind out there, but there is just enough to knock that ball off the stand.
But they moved the ball up, so they were starting from the wrong spot. There's your kickoff. Nice one. It's going to roll all in the end zone.
And the kick for number 15, Lainey Mercula, roll into the end zone.
So we'll be starting at the 25 here. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Storm. Both teams coming off their first possessions with touchdowns.
25-yard line.
Well, I'm glad we're inside, Jared.
I am too. I certainly would not want to be out in this right now. And the way that radar was looking, it does not look like it's going to get better anytime soon.
Yeah.
It's going to be Etchen under center. She's going to have Colangelo to her right.
Handoff to the outside. Had a hole, but that hole was quickly filled, but gets up to the 30. So that's a 5-yard gain for the Storm.
Yeah, nice run there by Colangelo. Etchen and Colangelo are going to check out. It's going to be number 17, Katie Mendoza, in at tailback, and it looks like Alyssa Williams is going to give the call here.
So we got a player down.
I can't quite see who it is. It might be number 71, Alexandria Snoblin. And if the Storm take a hit on their offensive line, it's going to be really tough, especially if they're trying to run the ball the way that they did in their last possession. The rain is a huge effect here. I am curious to see how many injuries we might see based off of the condition of the field. Last week we had a lot of injuries between the Wasatch Warriors and the Nevada Storm. I think heat played a big role in that one, as well as maybe the lack of roster size the Wasatch Warriors.
Yeah, but you had to hand it to the Warriors. They just kept going. I mean, they had 1 or 2 extras on the sidelines.
Right. Well, and even at times they did.
Yeah.
They didn't have extras on the sidelines, especially towards the end of the game. It looks like Snoblin is going to be helped off the field here. I do not expect her to return based off the way that she is currently walking, but we've seen stranger things.
So it's going to be 2nd down and 5 for the Storm. 5:21 left here in the first.
Yeah, Williams and Martinez Williams and Mendoza are going to stay in. Williams under center. It's going to be Selena Verdon out wide to the right. And there's a little bit of a delay here. I'm not sure if they're trying to.
She's still not off the field yet. There she is.
I imagine a run to the right here. They're loading up that right side.
Comes to the inside looking for that corner. Gets a block, cuts back to the inside, breaks one tackle, breaks another one, but gets caught up at the 33, 34-yard line.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be about 3rd and 2 here. I was waiting for her to cut inside, but she just couldn't quite get the block that she was looking for. Williams is going to check out, and it's going to be number 8, Cassie Macias Hicks under center. Oh, excuse me, it is going to be Mo Etchen under center, but Cassie Macias Hicks will also be in.
It's going to be 3rd and 2 for the Storm as they come up to the ball.
Macias Hicks in at tailback. It's going to be to Etchen's left. They're loading up the left side.
Handoff comes up to the inside, has some room, enough for a first down, stays on her feet, gets pushed out about the 46-yard line. That's going to be a first down for the Storm.
Yeah, great run by Colangelo. She came from the tight end position there to take the handoff. Mendoza's going to check into the game. Colangelo is going to check out. Etchen is also going to check out, and it's going to be Macias Hicks under center. It looks like a Blaze player here had to fix her shoe, maybe?
Yep, but looks like she's good to go now. 1st and 10 for the Storm. Up the middle, has a little bit of a hole, just plows her way up into Blaze territory, all the way up to the 47.
Yeah, great run there by Macias Hicks. She had a nice hole, but I feel like she fought for a couple extra yards there. Etchen's going to check back in under center along with Colangelo and at tailback.
Amber Hansen coming in for the Blaze. 2nd down and 3. Handoff up the middle, cuts to the inside, has some room, crosses the 40, 35, gets all the way up to about the 33 where she's brought down.
Yeah, great run by Colangelo, taken down by number 24, Marissa Glenn.
Number 18, Sarah Colangelo. It will be good for another Storm.
So right now, Colangelo for the Storm and Peterson for the Blaze are your main workhorses. And we got a timeout by the Blaze.
Yeah, and you know that's to be expected from Colangelo. She's leading the team in rushes and yards. She's got 48 carries on 249 yards this season. Give me a second here. I'll tell you, she's currently sitting at 14th in the league and averaging just about 5.2 yards per carry.
I think the Blaze trying to have a little discussion with their defense on, because right now both teams are just marching down the field, so there's been very little defense from either side.
Right. Yeah, I can't imagine that Coach Rob Sandlin of the Blaze is very happy with the way that the Storm have been rushing the ball, especially holding teams
Yes.
to only 41 points on the season coming into the game.
But the Storm's defense needs to step up if they have a chance.
Oh, I agree.
So, 1st and 10 for the Storm. Works to the outside, picks up the block, cuts the corner at the 30, and that's as far as she gets. Gain of about 2.
Yeah, Alyssa Williams with the carry. It's going to be 2nd down. Williams and Martinez are going to check out of the game. Or excuse me, Mendoza, but Mendoza is actually going to stay in the game, and Kaylin York is going to check out. It's going to be Etchen under center with Colangelo in at tailback.
2nd down and 8. Ball on the 30. 2:14 left here in the first. In motion. Looking to pass. Lets it go. Caught. Still on her feet. Crosses the 10. And she's down just inside the 10. They're going to mark it right there.
Yeah, and that's the 2nd time that they've run that play from that yardage. And it was almost broken open for a touchdown again. The Blaze are lucky that they got the stop there.
So now it's going to be 1st and goal for the Storm. Ball on the Blaze 10-yard line.
Yeah, Colangelo almost had her 2nd touchdown of the day. It's going to be Macias Hicks under center. Mendoza to her left.
Up the middle, picks up a block, and she is brought down just short of the goal line. Looks like it's going to be on the 1, so it's going to be 2nd and goal on the 1-yard line.
Yeah, very close there. Cassie Macias Hicks with 20 carries on 125 yards coming into this game. She's got no touchdowns on the season, unfortunately. No rushing touchdowns on the season. And she's going to check out of the game.
Up the middle, and she's going to waltz right in for a touchdown for the Storm.
Yeah, Sarah Colangelo with her 2nd touchdown on the night.
Number 18, Sarah Colangelo on the carry. Will be good.
Her first time under center tonight for the Nevada Storm. It's going to be Williams here for the PAT kick.
So setting up for the extra point. You're right, those shoes do stand out. Oh, and off the bar and down. That's no good. So with 4:31 left, 13-7 now, Storm over the Blaze.
Yeah, tough miss there for Alyssa Williams. She had a couple missed kicks last week, but she also made a couple kicks. So we'll see how the rest of this game goes. Hopefully those points don't come into play. The Blaze does have a pretty impressive kicking game. They have 4 PAT kickers. Vanessa Baer, only 1 PAT kicker. Melanie Archuleta, she's only missed 1 kick on the season, and she made one earlier today.
So the Storm again going with this odd lineup for the kickoff.
Yeah, Mendoza for the kick. Let's see what happens here. I think they're really hoping to get this ball back and go up by a touchdown.
This time they draw themselves out.
I wonder if we'll still see a squib kick here.
Uh-oh. Went through her hands. Ball's loose. Looks like they were able to fall on it.
Yeah, number 64, Reese Lowry, dove into the pile, but she just was there just a second too late. Nice recovery there by the Blaze. I can't imagine that ball is easy to hang on to.
Not right now, no.
38.7 seconds left on the clock.
First and 10 for the Blaze. Handoff up the middle. Looks like number 11, Megan Putman.
Megan Putnam on
Putnam,
the carry.
there we go.
Yeah, and number 27, Kimberly Santistevan, is back in the game for the Blaze under center.
Little dyslexia kicking in there for me. Looks like we're going to wind up the first here, 13-7. So at the end of the one, like I said, 13-7, Storm over the Blaze. We'll be back in just a second.
And with that, your Nevada Storm leads 13-7.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Todd Meller, Jared Young, the local sports program here at Hug High School, heading into the second. 13-7 Storm over the Blaze.
Yeah, Santistevan back under center here, if I'm not mistaken.
Pass caught me off guard, but it was intended for number 17, Adrienne. Oh, you pronounced that one earlier.
Tawesa?
Tawesa.
Yeah, broken up by number 28, Alyssa Williams. Well, Santistevan is having a pretty good season. 25 completions on 66 attempts, 288 yards, 4 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. She's got a quarterback rating of 46.8. The Blaze are not known for their pass game. They are definitely a rushing team.
Flags down. Flag came out of the backfield.
Yeah, all over the place. It's going to be a false start on the Blaze. So 3rd and long here for the Blaze. This is exactly the scenario that the Storm were looking for. Hopefully they can shut it down here and get the ball back, maybe make up for that missed extra point.
So 3rd down at about a long 12. Excuse me.
Santistevan under center. He's got 4 out wide.
And again. False start again.
Yeah, and that's going to back this up way up. It's going to be 3rd and very long here. I hope that Santistevan has the arm for this because I know that they're going to probably look for a pass here. They had 4 out wide on the last set with Putnam in the backfield. Again, Putnam to the left. Tawesa in the slot. And Archuleta wide right.
Looking to pass, and that falls incomplete. Number 25, Carmen Whitehead was your intended receiver on that one.
Yeah, broken up
And number 27,
by Storm number 72, Krista Meeks. And that's going to be 4th down. The punt team's going to come onto the field, and it's going to be Cassie Macias Hicks back to receive the punt, along with number 13, Amanda Gilda. It's going to be number 15, Melanie Archuleta, to punt here.
And that's going to roll out just inside the 40.
Yeah, and that's a switch from their normal punter. Normally, number 18, Lacey Bell, is the Blazes punter. She's currently sitting at 8th in the league with 11 punts and 313 yards. I'm not sure if there was an injury, and that's why we're not seeing her tonight. I know that there are definitely less players on the sideline than what we have here on our roster.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, the season does take a toll.
Their roster takes up a full page.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I actually, when I was printing these out, I actually had to shrink it up so that I could fit it all on one sheet.
1st and 10 for the Storm. Ball on their own 40.
Etchen under center, Colangelo to her left.
Handoff to the outside. Still on her feet. Gets all the way up inside Blaze territory for a 1st down.
Beautiful run there by number 64, Reese Lowry. She had a great hole and hit it perfectly.
number 64, Reese Lowry.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Storm. Ball on the 49.
Colangelo is going to check out of the game, and it's going to be Alyssa Williams to check in, as well as Amanda Gilda. Number 72, Krista Meeks to check out for the Storm.
Storm comes up to the ball.
Gilda and Williams are both going to go out wide left, but there's a stoppage here in the play.
Delay a game call against the Storm.
Yeah, and that looked like it was going to be a passing play there. It had 2 wide receivers out left with an empty set.
So that makes it 1st and 15 now.
Williams in the slot.
Cuts to the inside, gets taken down. Number 30, Tarini Diamante.
Yeah, and Etchen kept that one herself there. Nice little fake out with the empty set. It's going to be Cassie Macias Hicks to check into the game under center.
Now it's 2nd down and 12. Ball on the Storm 49.
Katie Mendoza in at tailback.
Still on her feet, all the way up to about the 33-yard line. That's going to be a 1st down for the Storm.
Yeah, nice run there by Cassie Macias Hicks. She had a great block by Mendoza on the right side there.
Take that to the outside for a huge gain. That is Storm. 1st down.
Mendoza and Macias Hicks are going to check out of the game. It's going to be Colangelo and Etchen under center.
First and 10, ball on the 34 of the Blaze. Handoff up the middle, stays on her feet, and just keeps working it up to about the 27.
Yeah, that was number 18, Sarah Colangelo on that run.
Number 18, Sarah Colangelo, the run up the middle. Pick up a solid gain. Now 2nd down for the Storm.
Colangelo and Etchen are going to check out. It's going to be Williams under center with Mendoza in the backfield.
second down and 3. Handoff to the outside, but cuts back in. And that's going to be more than enough for the first down.
Yeah, and Williams looked like she was going to take it herself, but a nice little handoff to Reese Lowry up the middle.
Looks like number 73, Kristen Skinner of the Blaze, was the one that brought her down.
Reese Lowry will be enough for them, not a Storm. First down.
Well, Etchen's going to check back into the game under center.
That's going to be first and 10, ball on the 18 of the Blaze. Handoff to the outside. Still on her feet, gets wrapped up. Number 24, Marissa Glenn, in there for the tackle, and a few others.
Yeah, Colangelo came in motion. A nice run out to the right. It's going to be Kaylin York, Cassie Macias Hicks, and number 92, Kimberly Westbrook, to check into the game. It's going to be Macias Hicks under center.
So it looks like we got timeout on the field called. Somebody's down.
Yeah, that's going to be number 71, Snoblin again. It looks like she came back into the game, but she might be suffering a little bit. Once again, she's being held off the field.
So we got 11:09 left in the half. It's 13-7, Storm over the Blaze. Storm driving down the field, trying to get another one.
Yeah, you know, and in a very critical game here to decide whether or not they're going to continue their season, the Storm are showing up.
Yeah, you said they needed to win by 16?
They have to win by 16.
Just hope that missed extra point does not come back to haunt them.
That's what I was wondering.
Yeah.
And just a little update while we're here. The Cali War is in fact beating the Minnesota Vixen 14-0. And that game, I cannot see where they're at in their game, but that is good news for Storm fans. The Nevada Storm need the Cali War to beat the Minnesota Vixen and hold the Vixen to just 10 points.
Breaks up the middle, breaks one tackle, stays on her feet, runs into a wall of Blaze, but not until she gets up to inside the 10-yard line, about the 8.
Yeah, Cassie Macias Hicks under center, kept it herself there, had a nice hole up the middle.
Number 8, Cassie Macias Hicks.
She's going to check out of the game along with number 85, Kaylin York, and Colangelo and Etchen are going to check back into the game. Etchen under center.
So is the Cali War Minnesota game here in Cali or Minnesota? California, excuse me.
Well, let's see here. Let's see if I can pull up live score here. They are still in the first quarter. I'll see what I can pull up while we're...
Ooh, a little reverse there, but the Blaze was all over that. Number 32, Baja Robinson, in there for the tackle.
Number 64, Reese Lowry, gets brought down in the backfield. And that'll be second down for the Storm.
Second and goal. Ball at the just this side of the 10.
Yeah, it's going to be Alyssa Williams under center there. And it looks like the Cali War are at home against the Minnesota Vixens, so that should help them.
A little direct. Taken down by number 7, Carrie Phelps.
Yeah, Williams had the block there by Colangelo, but she cut back inside instead of on the outside, and I think that that's what held her up. If she had maybe made a move to the outside, she might have gotten a few more yards there. It's going to be Cassie Macias Hicks and number 17, Katie Mendoza.
Third and goal. Ball just inside the 5. Looks like it's close to the 3.
Macias Hicks under center. Mendoza to her right.
She get in? Nope, gets up to about the 1.
She was very close, and Cassie Macias Hicks' first rushing touchdown of the season is still eluding her. Let's see if they keep her in here.
Looks like number 91, Jasmine Alacrin, was in there for the tackle.
And Etchen is getting a call right now. Looks like Mendoza and Macias Hicks are going to check out. It's going to be Etchen under center with Colangelo.
You know, I didn't think I'd say this after last week, but it's actually a little chilly.
You know, I'm enjoying it.
Well, no, it's great.
Yeah, I'm loving it.
Went from one direct snap. Oh, and she's met in the backfield. Number 24 of the Blaze, Marissa Glenn, in there to stop them.
Yeah, and Etchen was taken down by probably 4 Blaze defenders there. And it looks like Williams is going to come on for the kick here. So the Storm.
No, that was, they're saying 1st and 10. So they were going for it on 4th down.
Oh, I didn't even see the down.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Blaze. Ball all the way, let's see, on the 3. So Storm needs a big stop here. Get back in position.
Well, they had a great drive and just stopped in their tracks. Great stop there by the Mile High Blaze. It's going to be 27, Kimberly Santisteban under center.
Are they going to see forward progress got them up to about, looks like they're going to be a 2nd and on the 2-yard line.
Yeah, nice stop there by number 72, Kristen Meeks.
It's now 2nd down and a long 11.
Yeah, and I mean, if you're Coach Rob Sandlin, you couldn't have asked for a better response there by the Blaze down there in the red zone. Santisteban under center. She's going to go empty set.
Storm there again. Could not get past the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice stop there by the Storm. I couldn't see who the back was. It looked to me as though that was number 3, Paula Barnett, on that carry.
So now it's going to be 3rd and 10. Blaze just trying to get a little bit of room between themselves and the goal line.
Yeah, Santisteban to give the call here. It's going to be number 11, Putnam, in the backfield. Got 2 wide receivers out wide.
Ball's loose. We have a flag down.
Yeah, and that might have been unnecessary roughness on the Storm. Let's see what the call is here. I saw a late hit. What I thought was a late hit.
So it was unintentional grounding. That's the word I was trying to think of.
For a Storm safety.
Yes.
So.
Well, that makes up for the extra point and
some.
gives them one.
Yeah. All right. I didn't see who made the tackle on that.
I missed it.
Yeah, nice play there by the Storm after getting stopped in their tracks. They're going to get the ball back here as well. So it's going to be Amanda Gilden, number 13, and number 28, Alyssa Williams, to receive the kick. Cassie Macias Hicks is also back there to the left.
I've been doing so much lacrosse lately, I forgot my football signals.
I will say that is one thing that is not my strong suit is the signals from the referees.
Yes. So it's going to be 15-7 now, Storm over the Blaze.
Yeah, number 15, Archuleta, for the kick here for the Blaze. Well, tough luck for the Blaze down there in the end zone. The Storm are adding to a stat that is not held really by anybody else in the league but these two teams. The Storm got their first safety on the season. The Blaze hold the other 3 of 4 total in the league.
Huh.
(15 to 7). 6:13 left on the clock.
Caught at the 37. Comes across 45, still on her feet, gets taken down at 50-yard line.
Yeah, nice little return there by Amanda Gilda.
I think that was number 49, Marilyn Carlson of the Blaze with the tackle. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Storm. Ball right at midfield. Well, luckily, I mean, even though, it's still raining, but we have not, knock on wood, there's none in here. We've not had any lightning.
Right.
So.
Well, and from what I'm seeing, this may be the Storm's best game of the season so far that I've seen.
Works to the outside, tries to find the corner, nothing there.
Yeah, that was Etchen under center. She's going to lose a couple yards there on the carry. But I was going to say, maybe it's the Storm.
Yeah.
The Storm is bringing out the best in the Storm.
Number 15, Melanie Archuleta of the Blaze at the tackle there. And it's going to be a loss of 2 for the Storm.
Yeah, Etchen and Colangelo are going to check out of the game. It's going to be Macias Hicks under center with Mendoza in the backfield.
Second down. Waits for that hole to develop, and it works out for her. Gets close to a 1st down.
Yeah, really impressed there with Cassie Macias Hicks' patience. She sat back there for just that extra second, waited for that hole to open up, and took what the Blaze were giving her.
So it's going to be 3rd and 1. Ball on the 41-yard line.
Yeah, Etchen's going to check back in under center with Colangelo.
Looking to pass. And caught. Crosses the 20 and runs out at the 19.
Yeah, beautiful play drawn up there by Coach Adam Barrett. Nice little run out to the left side, and Mo Etchen is a left-handed quarterback. I think that sometimes throws off some defenses when she's rolling out to the left. Nice little pass there too, almost beautiful pass and catch by Sarah Colangelo as well.
So 1st and 10 now for the Storm. Ball on the 19.
It's going to be Williams under center. Mendoza to her right.
Up the middle, tries to cut back, but met by a wall. Number 7, Carrie Phelps with the tackle for the Blaze.
Yeah, Williams kept herself. She got just about 3 yards. It's going to be Etchen back in under center. And even with the rain, the Storm's pass game has been pretty on par tonight, which is not something that we have typically seen in the past from the Storm. They're usually a run-heavy team. And it seems as though they're trying to develop a new identity this season.
Up the middle. Gets some yardage out of it, but not before she's brought down by number 15, Melanie Archuleta of the Blaze.
That's going to be number 18, Sarah Colangelo on the carry.
So the Storm's inside the 10. It's going to be 1st and goal Ball on just this side of the 5.
Colangelo's going to check out. Etchen is going to stay in under center, but it's going to be Mendoza in the backfield for the Storm. Mendoza to her left.
Number 30, Tarini Diamante, was all over that one. She was coming around the back as soon as that ball was hiked.
Yeah, and it was a bad snap from the start, which made for a tough handoff.
Maybe I'll just say last name so that way I don't have to butcher the first one.
Well, Diamante just, I mean, she was flying around that corner. I'm not even sure if a good snap would have helped there.
Yeah, I mean, she wasn't even touched.
Yeah, Mendoza's going to check out of the game. Colangelo is going to be back in the backfield.
So now it's going to be second down.
Yeah, Etchen's still in under center. Colangelo to her right.
Ball is on the 3, it looks like. Whistle's blown. It is second down, though, right?
Yeah,
Everything
Brian,
else ran
or
into
excuse
first.
me, Rob Sandlin seems irate on the sideline. I'm not sure what the stoppage is here.
He's pointing to something. Let's. Well, they gave him an explanation that he was happy with, so looks like we're going to go back to playing now.
First and goal here for the Storm. Etchen under center.
Oh, wait a minute. That fake got me.
It faked me out too. I thought Colangelo had that
Yeah.
ball and Etchen took it herself, but she's going to lose yards on that play. It's going to be second and goal here.
Sorry about that, folks. Once in a while, you know, the fake plays do fake everybody out. And that was a big loss, too. Ball is on the 10-yard line now, and I think the field's got it wrong. I mean, I think it is third down.
Right, and that may have been what Coach Sandlin was talking about. It's going to be Macias Hicks under center. Mendoza to her right.
Going to the outside, looking for the block. Pulls her way in for a touchdown. Let's see that again. Oh, maybe not.
Well, Cassie Macias Hicks is going to get her first rushing touchdown of the season.
My instant replay is rather finicky. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah, she had some great blocks there, but nice little run there by Cassie Macias Hicks. It's going to be Alyssa Williams for the PAT. She's made one and missed one tonight. Amanda Gilda, the holder.
Oh, what was that? It did not work. It was a good drawn up play. It just did not work out for him.
Yeah, bad fake there, but the Storm had a point to give. It's going to be a no PAT there for Alyssa Williams. Amanda Gilda had the ball and she tossed it back behind her head, but she.
I've never seen that before. Out of all years, high school and everything, that's the first time I've ever seen a play like that attempted.
That was something that you might see in like a game of Madden almost.
But you're right. They, in essence, I mean, they had a point to give.
Right.
But at this point, though, they need every point they can
I
get. So they still
agree.
need.
Yeah. They have to win by 16.
But they're up by 14 now, with 2:10 left in the half.
Yeah, well, Storm fans will be happy to know that the Cali War are still up on the Minnesota Vixen, 14-0.
Nice kick. Moves across the 35, 40.
And that's going to be number 15 Melanie Archuleta on the return.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Blaze. 2:04 left here in the half. Ball is on the 41. 42.
4:02 left here to play in the first half. Or excuse me, 2:04.
Now you're getting dyslexic.
I know, yeah. Well, I'm looking at all these stats and all these numbers. It's
It gets
hard,
blurry after a while.
hard to keep track of them all.
Go deep, be smart. 2 minutes.
It's going to be Santisteban under center.
Number 10, Reese Peterson, met by a wall of the Storm.
Yeah, she got a couple nice yards there, but taken down, it looked like, by number 85, Kaylin York. But we do have a Storm player down on the field, and that might be Kaylin York down there on the field. It looks like they may be looking at her leg.
Still is a steady rain coming down. It's not as heavy as it was before. Oh, she's getting up.
Yeah, a little bit of a breeze. She's going to come off the field. Excuse me, that was not Kaylin York. That was number 55, Michelle Hampton. That was down on the field, but she's coming off smiling, so I think that's a good sign. She did take her helmet off, but she's putting it back on, so I assume she'll be good to come back into the game after a play.
So 2nd down and 6 for the Blaze.
Santisteban under center. She's got Peterson to her right.
Nothing there.
Yeah, the give was to Peterson, but she was going to lose a couple yards on that run.
Timeout Storm, looks like.
Man, what a response by the Storm after the way that they started the season to come into this game. I think last week was last week's 48-6 win over the Wasatch Warriors was a big confidence boost for this team. They did lose to the Mile High Blaze 27-7 earlier in the season, actually their first game of the season. And I know that these two teams do have a history. The Storm did beat the Mile High Blaze in the Division II WFA playoffs the season that they won the championship. And so these teams are no stranger to playing each other. But this is quite the response here with 1:23 left in the half.
Third down and 7. Looking to pass. And that one was just a bit long. Number 7, Carrie Phelps, your intended receiver for the Blaze.
Yeah, number 4, Laura Zander, with some nice defense. I thought that she might intercept that ball, but it was just a little bit over her head.
So it's going to be 4th and 7 now. See what the Blaze does.
Two receivers out wide. Peterson to her right.
Looking to pass. And just through the hands of Melanie Archuleta, falls incomplete. So that's going to turn it over. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Storm. Excuse me.
Yeah, that pass just a little bit short. There was nobody underneath it. I think maybe Archuleta overran the route a little bit, or Santisteban's arm just wasn't strong enough to get it there.
Because she did have to come back.
Right.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Storm. Ball on the Blaze 45. Storm with a minute 11, enough time to get down there and score another one.
Yeah, and the way that they've been moving the ball, I wouldn't be surprised to see it here. It's going to be Etchen under center, Colangelo to her right.
Timeout, Blaze. Going to sit there and talk this one over for a little bit. So now this might be an odd question, but both teams are using the locker rooms, right, in the high school?
I believe so.
So they have some place to go, either put some drier clothes on or warm up a little bit for halftime.
I mean, you would hope so.
Yeah.
You know, it was pretty wet out here when they first came out. I know the Blaze did change jerseys, thankfully for us, from their bright orange jerseys to the white ones. It's a little bit easier to see their numbers, but they were soaked.
Yeah.
When they were out here warming up earlier.
No, it's a lot easier to see the numbers now.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, we had that conversation. There was a little bit of concern if we were going to be able to see them or not. And it looks like the Blaze are going to have one back. They're looking to see if, I think.
Handoff. Stays up the middle, brought down by number 73. Christina Skinner in there again for the tackle.
Yeah, Colangelo on the run. Colangelo and Etchen are going to stay in the game. They're going to go hurry up here. And I think that the Blaze were trying to make a substitution here, and the Storm were trying to catch them before they made that substitution, maybe with 12 men on the field. The Blaze had to waste another timeout here with 51 seconds left in the half. Etchen under center, Colangelo to her left.
Cuts the inside, comes around the corner, gets pushed out at the 36.
Yeah, Etchen with a nice run. She kept it herself. Had some nice blocks by Colangelo and her offensive line.
So it's going to be 3rd down and 2 now. 42 seconds left here in the half.
Still going to be Etchen under center. The Storm are not making any substitutions here.
She's got a little bit of hole. She's going to have enough for the first down. And she falls the right way. Brought down by a host of Blaze. Looks like number 11, Megan Putnam. I'll just stop right there.
Yeah, nice little run there by Reese Lowry. It looks like Coach Chris Garza and Adam Barrett are having a conversation with the referee. They are going to call a timeout here. I'm sure that they want to save this clock as much as they can. They need all the points that they can get. So if they can score before they go into the half and have to give the ball back to the Blaze, that's going to be huge.
Right. Putnam. There we go. Putnam. So we got
some pretty unique names.
Well, that
on
one's
this
not
roster
even
here.
unique. I should just be able to say it.
Right.
I just can't get it out. Just getting tongue twisted on that one. Putting the M first. But we got 33.9 seconds left, and it's 1st and 10 for the Storm. So they still got plenty of time to get down there and get a score.
They certainly do. I would also not be surprised, though, to see another pass out to Colangelo. They had 2 on the opposite side of the field over here. And the second one almost went in for a touchdown as well. So I would not be surprised to see that. Colangelo is in the game. They are keeping that same duo of Etchen as well in there. Reese Lowry has also been known to catch the ball, as well as Alyssa Williams, who is out left at the moment.
Let's it go. Oh, and caught. Oh, not caught. She had that in her hands, and she got sandwiched, and it popped out. Nice attempt, though.
Yeah, big hit by Megan Putnam. to break that one up. Excuse me, that might have been number 24, Marissa Glenn, on the hit, but it was Putnam on the coverage. But a nice pass by Etchen.
Yeah, it was gorgeous.
She's really developed her passing game over the last couple seasons. It's really great to see. It's got to be tough to hang on to that wet ball, though.
This time we're going to keep it on the ground. Comes around the inside, stays on her feet. Oh, and gets pushed out hard. I think that was number 7, Phelps, with the push out.
Yeah, great rush there by Mo Etchen. She had some really nice blocks by Cindy Pita as well as Sarah Colangelo. She did lose her hand warmer on that push out of bounds, as well as the ball, actually. So she's lucky that ball rolled out of bounds.
So 21 seconds left. First down, ball on the 20. Storm driving. Gets all the way inside the 15.
Yeah, and Colangelo tossed down hard by Marissa Glenn. And Marissa Glenn is going to stay down on the field.
Well, that stops the clock, though, with 9.2.
Right. She looks like she may be getting up here under her. No. Yeah, maybe not. Well, Marissa Glenn still down on the field. If she is not able to continue, that's going to be really tough here for the Blaze. She's a critical part of their defense. The Storm are moving this ball. They have 9.2 seconds left on the clock, but that's a world of time when you're talking about football. The Storm still have a timeout, as actually both teams still have a timeout to give here.
I would think that they would attempt on a pass.
Right. Yeah, 2nd and 5. You got to go for it all, right?
Right. And the passes, even though that last one fell incomplete, it was on target.
Right, and at this point in the season, you can't leave anything on the field. It's got to be all or nothing.
And she's up.
Yeah, she may have just had the wind knocked out of her. When she took Colangelo down, they kind of rolled, and it seemed like she came down on her pretty hard. It looked like she was trying to take a couple deep breaths out there. She is being helped off the field, but, well, maybe not so much.
But she is holding her arm, too.
Yeah, she may have hit her elbow as well. She was coming down on that right side, so that is something we'll keep an eye on as we head into the second half of the game. I can't imagine she's going to come back in with 9.2 seconds left. Etchen is under center. Colangelo to her left.
The clock is running. So we're going to have one play, looking to pass. Lets it go. And caught! Oh, and can't get in the end zone. Ends up short by about a yard.
Yeah, and very close there. Nice catch by Alyssa Williams. And nice pass there, too, by Mo Etchen, threading that needle. That was a very tight window that she had to throw that ball.
So as we go into halftime, it is 21-7, Nevada Storm over the Mile High Blaze. Here's Todd Miller and Jared Young. I'm just losing it tonight. We're going to be back in just a little while, folks. So enjoy your halftime. welcome back, everybody. Todd Miller, Jared Young here, local sports program on a still rainy evening here at Hug High School, where the Nevada Storm is up 21-7 over the visiting Mile High Blaze. What do you think about the first half there, Jared?
Oh, man, this is a hugely important game for the Nevada Storm. They have to win this one in order to make the playoffs. They need to win by 16 points. They're up by 14 right now after losing to the Mile High Blaze 27-7 earlier in the season in Denver. They could not ask for a better first half, honestly. I mean, they were moving the ball really well. I know that they had one stop down in the end zone, but they ended up recovering from that and getting a safety, actually. So, you know, their defense has held up pretty well, I would say. They're getting the stops that they need. Sarah Colangelo has been huge in the pass game and the run game, which has been awesome. Mo Etchen has been on it tonight as far as, well, really rushing and passing. This is probably one of the best passing games I've seen from Mo Etchen to date. Some scores from around the league, just because I know that these are very important games. The Cali War is still up on the Minnesota Vixen, 14-0. The Nevada Storm are going to need the Cali War to hold the Minnesota Vixen to under 10 points for them to be able to get into the playoffs. Also, St. Louis Slam, who are the #1 team currently in the WFA American League Pro Division, won 49-6 against the Derby City Dynamite. The Houston Energy took out the Austin Outlaws 58-0 today. Tampa Bay Inferno beat the Miami Fury 39-6. Boston Renegades, in a matchup of last season's divisional championship, beat the Pittsburgh Passion 32-12. And yeah, as far as the WFA Pro division goes, that's going to be our box scores. But, you know, I'm curious to see how Denver responds. They have had a pretty okay season. You know, they came into this game 3-2. Only holding opponents to only 41 points total on the season. I mean, and that's pretty incredible. You don't really get to see that too often. The Nevada Storm, on the other hand, have allowed 128 points this season. I hope when it comes down to deciding whether or not they're going to make the playoffs, if there's a tiebreaker, that doesn't come into play. Nevada Storm is currently sitting at 16th in the Massey ratings, while the Mile High Blaze are sitting at 10. With a big game here, though, you know, like I said at the beginning, this could be huge for the Storm. This could push them into the playoffs and drop Mile High out. Both of these teams are looking to get into the playoffs. They both know what's at stake here. And really, we're seeing one team respond and answer the call. So.
Well, we talked about it before halftime that hopefully the teams had a use of locker room, and they didn't. They were all out there just kind of sitting around in the rain and stuff. I saw the Blaze because over at the corner of the field, over there where the snack bar is and the bathrooms are, the Blaze was kind of huddled underneath by the bathrooms.
Yeah, and I kind of had made the assumption that they did because when the Storm came out, they came out from over here on our left, and so I thought that they maybe came from the locker room, but maybe not. Maybe they were just hanging out over by the tennis courts. But
when I was walking out to my car to get my jacket, I saw a couple coaches from the Blaze walking out of the locker room area. So I don't get that one, but because I would have taken them inside and at least warmed them up for a couple seconds.
Right. Well, you know, and the rain doesn't seem to be affecting them too much. We saw one bad snap by the Storm, and we saw a muffed return there by Denver, but really the rain doesn't seem to have had too much of an effect. I guess we saw Alyssa Williams as well drop a pass, but she was hit pretty hard. I thought that she had that one. We both actually thought that she had that one secured. So
it looks like it's still going to be raining. I was checking the storm track, and the radar was everything's kind of tracking towards us right now as these thunderstorms probably start dying out. I mean, but looks like we're going to have some showers here for a little while. And the other thing is it's chilly out there.
Right.
For a late June June game, we're usually here, we're in our 80s and sometimes 90s. It's probably in the 50s right now. So
Yeah, we're sitting at about 56 degrees right now. Katie Mendoza to kick off here for the Storm. It's going to be number 15, Melanie Archuleta, in the backfield to return the kick. She's also going to be assisted by Shay Watson, number 6.
And here we go, kicking off the second half. Storm and the Blaze. Towering kick. Oh, and the Storm the Storm falls on it.
Yeah, and another muffed kick return from number 6, Shay Watson, recovered by number 64, Reese Lowry, on the play, and the Storm are going to get the ball back to start the second half.
In Blaze territory.
Right, yeah, great field position. They're going to be right around the 45-yard line.
Just what the Storm wanted.
Right. Yeah, they're still not quite to where they need to be to get that playoff push, but they are certainly on track.
So it's going to be 1st and 10, ball placed on the Blaze 47.
Yeah, it's going to be Etchen under center. She's got Mendoza to her right.
Gets pushed out at the 44. Looks like number 7, Phelps, stops the play.
Yeah, Etchen kept that one herself. She's going to check out of the game. It's going to be Colangelo and Macias Hicks under center. Yeah, I was looking to see if she was going to get some blocks there, but those Denver corners were just evading.
Second down and 7. Up the middle, picks up one tackle, but not before she's met Phelps again in there for the tackle.
Yeah, and that was Cassie Macias Hicks.
Phelps comes up hobbling, though. I think she got her ankle rolled up on it, looked like.
Yeah, and she's going to go back down. Well, while she's down, Etchen is going to check into the game. It looks like we're going to have an injury timeout.
Now, Phelps is a key player, too. You can't, for the Blaze. I mean, she's
Right.
been in on just about every play when it comes on the defensive, so.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, she's got 24 solo tackles on the season, 18 assisted, 42 combined, and 5 for a loss. So that is a huge piece of their defense that they're going to be missing here. She also has 3 sacks on the season and 2 out of 3. Oh, excuse me. No, that was incorrect. She has 3 interceptions and 2 out of the 3 safeties that the Blaze currently hold. Yeah, huge piece of their defense on the ground right now, folks.
And that's going to make it even worse when you get hurt and you're on the ground
And it's wet.
and it's wet. So it just adds misery to the whole thing.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, that you're not feeling any comfort on that cold, wet grass. That's for sure.
She's still down. They're still tending to her. Oh, maybe she's just cramped up.
Yeah, and that,
That's
you
what
know,
that
that is
looks like.
possible. Maybe she overextended. I mean,
Yeah.
it is pretty wet out there, so.
Let me pull her up to see if she.
Yeah,
I
and
don't
the
think
Mile
that's
High.
a cramp. But
No, yeah, I don't think so either. She's being helped off the field as we speak. You know, the Mile High Blaze have taken quite a few hits tonight. They have had, I think, 3 players helped off the field at different times, starting with their quarterback, number 27, Santistevan. I think that they're very, very lucky that she was able to come back into the game.
Well, I mean, the one thing you can take out of the factors is the elevation. because
Right.
both teams are, pretty much from the same elevation. So that's not going to play any difference here.
Right. In fact, that may have been the difference when the Storm went to Denver.
Handoff up the middle, has a hole. Still on her feet, gets up to the 31-yard line. Brought down by number 19, Montoya, Belinda Montoya of the Blaze.
Yeah, great run there by Reese Lowry. This is exactly what the Storm want to see.
1st and 10, ball on the 31 for the Storm.
It's going to be Macias Hicks under center, Mendoza in at tailback. Mendoza to her left.
Tries to cut it, runs into a wall. Number 73,
Yeah, that's what it looks like to
Christina Skinner in there again for a tackle.
me. Yeah, it looked like they were trying to maybe fake out the defense with Reese Lowry. She came in motion behind Cassie Macias Hicks, and Hicks took it herself, but there was just nobody there.
Skinner
For
read
a
that
block.
one all the way. And just,
Oh, yeah. Caitlin York's going to check out of the game. It's going to be Etchen and Colangelo to check back in. It's going to be Etchen under center.
Storm to the ball. 2nd down and 10. Looking to pass, decides to keep it. Gets taken out of bounds by number 10, Reese Peterson.
Yeah, and she's going to lose yards there. It was great coverage downfield. I think she was looking to pass there to number 72,
We lost her out.
Krista Meeks, but she was bottled up there by number 15, Melanie Archuleta. So
We lost a few yards on that one. It's going to be 3rd down and 14 now.
Etchen to give the call. It's going to be Meeks again out wide.
Little sneak right up the middle. Gets a few yards out of it.
Yeah, it was a direct snap to Colangelo. And they got just past the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 4th down.
4th and 7, it looks like, where they're marking it.
Well, they started off really strong, and unfortunately, it's not going the same way. It's going to be Colangelo to give the call. Oh no, it is going to be Etchen.
And I think they're gonna go for it. I mean, at this point, you're kind of out of field goal range, but at the same point, it's too far down to punt. So
Right, they have they have their top 4 receivers on the field right now. You got Williams in the slot, Gilda out wide, Colangelo to Etchen's left.
I don't know if there was some miscommunication on that one or not, but it falls incomplete.
Yeah, I wonder if maybe the rain is starting to take an effect here on the hold on the ball, because that was nowhere near the receiver.
So that's going to be a turnover on downs. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Blaze now. Ball, like I said, on just inside the 30 on the 29-yard line.
Yeah, Etchen's first real miss here in this game. And after a great start to this drive, the Blaze are going to have the ball. Santisteban under center.
Peterson up the middle. I think she got maybe a yard out of it, if anything. And it looks like no. It's right at the line of scrimmage again.
Yeah, wrapped up by number 99, Cindy Pita, with a little help from Kaylin York. And we have some pretty enthusiastic fans here, folks. People are here, and they do have their umbrellas out. Can't keep Storm fans away.
Is that a bullhorn I heard? Somewhat. Second down and 10. Looking to pass. And nothing there, and she has to take the sack.
Yeah, and Satistavan with a big loss of yards there, taken down by number 85, Kaylin York. She had some help from number 11, Sarah Anderson.
So now it's third down and long. I'd say about 3rd and 16.
Yeah, I imagine they're going to be looking to pass here. The Blaze have had no luck tonight with their pass game.
No.
And you'll see the Storm are backed up. They want to make sure that whatever happens, the Blaze are not going to be able to get that first down. Archuleta out to the left. 2 backs.
Here comes the pass. Lets it go. Oh, and just out of reach.
Beautiful spiral, but just couldn't quite get it there.
Carmen Whitehead, your intended receiver on that one, and she was just about a step off. It was just off the tip of her fingers.
Yeah, she had the corner beat there, but she just couldn't quite get to the ball. That was probably the best pass that we've seen tonight from Satistavan. So
4th down and long now for the Blaze.
It's going to be Watson out wide to the right. 2 receivers to the left. Oh, they're punting.
Gets it off. Fielded at the 33. Breaks a couple tackles, still on her feet, comes to the inside. Crosses the 45, 50, still going into Blaze territory, 40-yard line. Oh, and gets nailed.
Yeah, great return there by Cassie Macias Hicks, and she lowered her shoulder for the big hit from number 49, Marilyn Carlson.
Putnam came in and just wailed on her out of bounds, and I got the name right that time. It's going to be a good night.
Yeah, well, a great return there by Cassie Macias Hicks.
So now it's first down for the Blaze, back at the 36-yard line.
Yeah, that's her 4th return on the season. She's currently sitting at 11th in the league, but I'm sure that after that, that's going to boost her up a couple ranks. Etchen under center.
Handoff. Comes up the middle. Gets all the way up to just about the 30.
Yeah, and that was kind of strange. It almost looked like she slipped there and fell into her own blocker. Colangela's going to check out. It's going to be Mendoza in at back. Etchen still under center.
Second down and 6. Up the middle. Has a hole.
Nice run by Mendoza. It's going to be close. Let's see if they're going to give her the first down.
Baja Robinson with the tackle for the Blaze.
Yeah, and I think they're going to say that she was short.
So the ball's on the 26-yard line, and the marker's on the 26-yard line. So it's good. Oh, they're going to bring it out for measurement, it looks like. Oh, no.
It's going to be very close here, folks. We're going to see what the call is. Both teams this quarter have been held up right here around between the 40 and the 20-yard line.
Yep. That is, ooh.
Oh, it's going to be very close, and they're going to give it to them. First down.
It's hard to tell from this angle, but it looks like, yeah, a couple chain links at least.
Yeah.
Just the nose of the ball.
Well, that's going to be a first down, Nevada Storm, from about the 26-yard line. Etchen's going to stay under center. It's going to be Colangelo to her left.
Off comes the inside. Has nice little hole. Gets up to about the 15. Brought down by, again, Putnam.
Yeah, Reese Lowry came out from the wing and had some beautiful blocks up the middle. Was able to make a nice first down out of that. Some momentum here for the Storm as they're after being stopped on their last possession.
1st and 10. Ball on the 15-yard line.
Macias in as the back.
Trying to strip that ball out. Number 15 of the Blaze, Archuleta, almost got it out.
Yeah, we're going to have a flag down on the play. I think it was going to be a face mask. Cassie Macias Hicks, they were trying to strip the ball away, and I think a couple fingers maybe got caught in that face mask. Macias Hicks is going to check out of the game along with Reese Lowry. It's going to be Colangelo in at the back. Selena Verdon as well.
So face mask is be half the distance to the goal. So that's huge for the Storm.
Yeah, deep in the red zone now. Let's see if the Storm can convert.
So the ball's going to be all the way up on the 5-yard line, it looks like. It's going to be 1st and goal now. Okay, we'll make it 6.
Well, Mendoza the back.
Oh, and gets stopped just short. Maybe like 6 inches short of the goal line.
Yeah, nice stop there by Irene J. Ortiz Vigil.
I'm glad you saw that.
Yeah, she stood her up like a wall.
Yeah.
And just stopped her right on that line. And it looked like Colangelo was kind of juggling that ball a little bit on the handoff. Lowry's going to come into the game for Kaylin York. Colangelo is going to stay in, and Alyssa Williams is going to check in for Mo Etchen. Williams under center, and we may have a delay of game. And
Well, that's not what you want.
Right, yeah. Williams to still give the call. They're going to stick with the same group here.
So it's 2nd and goal now from the 5 instead of the 6-inch line.
Williams under center, Mendoza to her left. Loading up the left side.
Goes the outside, trying to get the tackle. And only stays on her feet. But then she's met by 3 others.
Yeah, and Mendoza was trying to get that block on number 24, Marissa Glenn, but she just couldn't quite.
Well, there was at least 4 Storm trying to create a path for it, and basically only one Blaze to stop, and yeah, they couldn't stop her.
From the start, it looked good.
Yeah.
You know. Cassie Macias Hicks checking into the game. She's going to give the call here.
So 3rd down now, and the ball is almost on the 7. So they've, since that delay game call, they're going backwards.
Right. And they've been consistently bringing in Macias Hicks, so I'm expecting a run here, going to the right side.
Looking to pass. Oh, into traffic, falls incomplete. And there's a flag down.
Let's see what the call is here.
pass was intended for number 85, Kaylin York.
There's some heavy traffic around her, though. Offensive pass interference.
Well, that's going to be a tough call there for the Storm. They got all the way up to the 6-inch line, and now they are back.
Now they're out of field goal range.
Right.
So they went from almost getting a touchdown to now not even a possibility, not even get any points out of this.
Right, yeah, because they have no opportunity for a first down here.
Yeah.
They're going to have 2 opportunities to get the ball into the end zone. Etchen's going to be in at quarterback. I'm expecting a pass here.
It's 3rd down and goal, and the ball is on the 22.
Alyssa Williams and Sarah Colangelo are not on the field, though, at the moment. Those are their 2 top wide receivers. I'm surprised to see that. It looks like we're going to see a run here.
Up the middle. Had a nice little hole. Gets all the way up back to about the 12-yard line.
Yeah, Reese Lowry on the carry, taken down by number 7, Kari Phelps. Good to see Phelps back on the field after taking a big hit there.
Uh-huh.
Or getting rolled up on, more like. I mean, you got to go for it here, right?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, what else do you do?
We have a
Can't
timeout on the field, it looks like. It looks like the Storm called it.
Well, the Storm are going to use an early timeout here. They're going to talk it over. You know, I wonder how. I mean, I know that Alyssa Williams has missed a couple kicks, but we really haven't gotten to see the strength of her leg necessarily from a distance. So, you know, last season they did have Ambra Marcucci, who had, I mean, she had a pretty big leg, and so.
She's with Callie War now, right?
She is, yes, that is correct.
She did have a leg.
Yeah, yep. I'm going to check that box score right now. And it looks like it is still 14-0 Callie War.
So low-scoring game on that one.
Well, it may not be. I may not have the correct stats here because when I click on it, it says that they're still in the first quarter. So I don't think that is correct.
Storm comes out to the field after this timeout. It is 4th down and goal. Ball on the 12. In motion, looking to pass, lets it go, and just overthrown.
Yeah, pass intended for number 18, Sarah Colangelo, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. First down, Mile High Blaze.
So far, we got 5:16 left here in the 3rd, and the ball has pretty much been on this side of the field. Other than that punt return where the punt was out to the Storm's 30, but other than it's been over on this side. It has not moved much.
Yeah, I mean, they're kind of hanging around over here in the Blazes end zone.
Looking to pass. Has all the time in the world. Lets it go, but that is overthrown.
Yeah, there's a flag on the field. She was double covered by Cassie Macias Hicks and Alyssa Williams, but it looks like it's going to be an offensive pass interference. Well, let's get the call here, but I'm thinking it's going to be against the Mile High Blaze.
On the defense, ouch.
Rough. And that's going to move Denver way up to the spot of the foul.
It looks like that's going to be on the 30, so now it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Blaze. Ball on their own 30-yard line. And that's the space they needed. Bad snap, ball's loose. And she gets met by a wall of storm.
Yeah, Carrie Mackey in on that tackle along with Sarah Anderson.
Good recovery, though, to get her hands back on that ball.
Yeah, and I think we're starting to see the weather have an effect on this game. I mean, the ball is not moving very much.
Timeout called. I'm sorry, I did not see by who. Timeout called by the Blaze.
And a timeout will be taken by the Blaze. So we have their first timeout of this half.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can find a live stream for that game, but I'm not seeing anything at the moment. But I will keep you folks updated as I know what the score of that game is. Again, the Cali War needed to hold the Minnesota Vixen to 10 points to be able for the Nevada Storm to be able to secure that playoff spot.
So I don't know if you caught that. The coaches weren't too happy. They screamed up to the stands here to whoever was doing all the barking to tell them to stop. I have an idea who's doing it. I'm sure you do too, but.
Yeah, well, I'm sure that it can be not only distracting, but I mean they're trying to call plays out on the field.
Well, and and then when they're doing the cadence for the play, yeah, it could throw them off on the count, especially when there's not a lot of noise coming from the stand. So when you get somebody with a bullhorn barking, that's nice. Did she catch that?
But I'm not sure. It was very close.
Either way, it's not much of a gain, if any. That was number 85, Camilla Cleveland, with the reception there, I think. They didn't say it wasn't in there. So.
And they spotted that ball.
It's completed, but only for a gain of about one. It will still be third and long.
So now it is third and I'd say a long 15. Looking to pass again, this time caught and has some room. Gets all the way almost to a first down. Number 10, Peterson.
Yeah, and she almost broke free there. Laura Zander barely caught her by the heels, and then she had some help on the tackle from number 55, Michelle Hampton.
So it's going to be 4th and 1 now for the Blaze. I wouldn't be surprised to see him just pound it up the middle.
Right.
The Wasatch Warriors had some luck with that last week, and they just kept plowing right up the middle and we're getting some yards out of it.
Right. Well, I'm sure you can hear Storm fans are pretty pumped to be here.
Oh, passes it, caught, and that's a first down.
There's going to be a flag on the field. It's going to be back behind the line of scrimmage, actually. I think this is going to go on Denver.
That was number 25, Cameron Whitehead, with the reception. But yeah, you're right. They're probably going to.
Yeah, the flag was thrown. And it's a face mask actually on the offense, it looks like.
That's got to hurt.
Yeah, you don't see that call very often.
No, not at all. And just when they had a spark,
right?
The Blaze lost it, and they're going to be going backwards now.
They couldn't quite get the Blaze going,
yes.
Huh? Yeah, and that's going to back them way up. So first and long here for the Blaze.
So would not the chains go back to where they originally were? Because it was 4th down, right? Yes, there we go.
Our chain gang getting a little direction from the officials here.
I think it's the 4th.
Yeah, I'm not sure that they have that correct. The chain gang is really having their struggles out there at the moment. There we go. So it's fourth and long here for the Blaze.
Knock it down.
Renzo breaks a couple of tackles, stays on her feet, and gets a nice open field tackle there.
Taken down way back. And it looked like she had some open receivers downfield, but the pressure in the backfield was just too much.
And once again, the ball has not gone past the 50-yard line.
Right. Even on the kickoff.
Yeah.
Even on the kickoff, the Storm recovered it on the 49.
Now it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Storm. Ball on the 25, so the Storm in excellent position again. So let's see if they can capitalize on it this time.
Yeah, Etchen under center. We got Meeks out wide and Colangelo to her left.
Rolls to the outside, picks up a tackle, cuts back inside, still on her feet, still going. Oh, and gets hammered down by number 73.
Yeah, I think forward progress is going to be enough for a first down. She had a beautiful block there by Colangelo.
Skinner said enough of this and threw her down.
Right. Etchen's going to check out after that nice run. And Cassie Macias-Hicks is going to check in under center. Sarah Colangelo is going to stay in the game as the back.
Up the middle. And wow, has a hole, gets all the way in for a touchdown, Storm.
Cassie Macias-Hicks with her second touchdown of the season, both of them coming in this game. And the Storm have now opened up the spread enough where if they can hold at this point, that could be enough.
Yeah.
Alyssa Williams with the kick. Amanda Gilda the holder.
Up. And a beautiful one right through the uprights for the extra point. Makes it 28-7.
Yeah, and that was close. Gilda almost didn't field that snap.
Yeah, it was a quick, good recovery on her part.
Yeah, they're lucky that they got that one off. Nice kick there by Alyssa Williams. It's going to be Katie Mendoza to kick off here for the Storm. Number 15, Melanie Archuleta, back to receive the kick. We were seeing number 6, Ashay Watson, back there initially for the first few kickoffs, but I think after the last couple of muffed kickoffs, we're seeing number 27, the quarterback actually, Kimberly Santistevan, to give some help on the kickoff. A little risky at this point, I would say.
So the Blades have had a little trouble fielding the kickoffs.
Right.
So let's see what happens this time. Kind of a short kick, let it bounce. This time they got it. Gets all the way up to about the 46 of the Storm. So this is the best field position the Blaze has had so far this third quarter.
Yeah, nice little return there by Archuleta. Taken down by number 45, Ashley McLemore.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Blaze. It's a ball on the Storm 46.
It's going to be Santisteban to give the call here for Mile High. (28-7), 2:13 left here in the third quarter. The Blaze are going to be looking to close this gap here.
Pitch out. Gets around the corner. Oh, and met right there at the line of scrimmage, but able to sit there and power her way up for at least 2 or 3.
Yeah, nice little run there by Peterson, but a textbook tackle by Williams. Got low and took her right down.
It's going to be 2nd down and 7 now. Ball on the 43.
Santisteban under center. Peterson in the back.
Peterson, excuse me, gets a couple yards out of it, up to the 40.
That's going to be 3rd and about 4.
And then number 10, Reese Peterson, who was brought down rather quickly by number 54, Carrie Mackey.
Carrie Mackey, president of the board of the Nevada Storm, making that tackle.
Yeah, so she's busy on the field and off the field.
Oh, yeah. She coordinates everything.
Yep.
Yeah. Running clock here, 36 seconds.
Handoff up the middle. Number 11, Putnam with the carry that time.
And they're going to give him the first down. It was very close.
And that will stop the clock.
27 seconds left here in the third quarter.
I'm sorry.
So it looks like the embers are starting to come to life for the Blaze.
Right.
I could go all day long doing stuff like that. 1st and 10. Handoff up the middle. Oh, and just nothing there that time.
Yeah, she was met immediately by Sarah Anderson, number 11.
And we got a flag down too.
Let's see what the call is. Well, that's going to be a personal foul on number 72, Krista Meeks.
That is not good. That's going to give the Blaze excellent field position as we head into the 4th. Score is 28-7. So the Storm needs to actually hold on to this lead.
Right.
So they're up by 21 now, but they let the Blaze score touchdown. Then it's back down to 14. So.
Yeah, the Storm definitely have some work to do here on defense, but you know, I would not say that it's impossible. I think that they made some really great stops tonight, and I expect their defense to continue to do the same. You know, and I wonder too if maybe we're not starting to see some fatigue from some of these Storm players. They played a really great first half.
And the wet field and the rain's got to be, you know, it's not helping at all, that's for sure.
Yeah, at some point that also becomes a little emotionally exhausting.
Yes. You know, like I said, it's in the 50s out there too, so it's, I mean.
Well, they might be enjoying that actually.
Yeah,
might
but
help keep-
if it
keep
wasn't
cool.
raining, yeah, I'd be enjoying it. But you know,
Right.
you add the 50s to a wet uniform and stuff, and
Right.
it does make it hard. And then and they're all on the sidelines and no jackets or anything, so you don't really get to warm up at any point.
Right. Ball is going to be spotted at just about 23, 22.
And it's 1st and 10. They hand it off. Oh no, never mind. Looking to pass, but keeps it. And nice open field tackle.
Yeah, great tackle there by number 18, Sarah Colangelo. 27, Santistevan just had nowhere to go, really.
Yeah.
I mean, Colangelo had a bead on her and took her right to the ground.
She was looking downfield and there was nothing there.
Right.
So it's going to be 2nd down and 14 now.
Yeah, Colangelo was out for blood on that one.
Yeah.
Santistevan to give the call. She's got Putnam in the backfield. 2 receivers out wide.
Gets swallowed up. She was looking downfield again and there was nothing there.
Yeah, she felt the pressure from number 11, Sarah Anderson, who moved up in the pocket and was finally taken down by number 54, Carrie Mackey.
You had said in the beginning of the game that the Blaze was mostly a running team, but
Right.
they are going heavy pass now.
Well, I think you're down 28-7. What options do you have?
Yeah.
You're in the 4th quarter. Like we were saying earlier, you got to leave it all out on the field, right? This is a playoff determining game right here.
So it's 3rd down and long now.
And it does make me question, though. I mean, they've had no luck in the pass game.
None. Yeah.
At all today.
And then when they did have a reception, it was called back for a penalty.
Right.
So. Looking to pass again, but and she is just instantly met.
Yeah, met by the duo of Sarah Anderson and Autumn Gehringer. And that's going to be 4th and very, very long for the Mile High Blades.
They were all over that one. There was nothing there to stop them.
Right.
Going to get a timeout on the field called by the Blaze.
Yeah, I mean, you got to decide here. Are you going to punt in this position, or do you trust your defense after the last couple plays to make a stop?
Yeah, and you're in the position, like you said, because 4th and incredibly long, at least 25, 30. And
well, I mean, at least if you do kick it out of the back of the end zone, you're still backing them up 20 yards from where they're at now. So, tough call here. We'll see.
I would think,
See what Coach Sandlin says.
as an armchair or coach or announcer, I would almost punt it and try to sit there and nail them back inside the 5-yard line if possible.
Right, because I mean, this is an incredible distance that they would have to cover here. They have to break out, and so far that has not been their MO today.
And and you're definitely out of field goal range, so there's nothing there.
Right, and I mean, they do have, Mile High does have a pretty good kicker. Archuleta has done a really great job this season with the PATs, but I mean, they have not attempted any field goals at all this season, so I can't imagine.
And she'd be kicking from about the 45, so,
Right.
I mean, even in the NFL, that's hard.
Right, yeah,
So-
and an incredibly difficult kick to make if that was the decision that they were to go for. But yeah, I can only imagine that they're going to punt here. It looks like the Storm believes that they're going to punt here. Cassie Macias Hicks and Amanda Gilda, they're all going to be back there waiting for that one. So.
tickle in my throat.
Well, 4th and extremely long. It looks like the Blaze are going to punt the ball away here.
No, a little fakeroo. Breaks one tackle, still on her feet, but it breaks another one.
And it looked like for a second that she might break away. She initially broke the tackle of Autumn Gearinger, but eventually was taken down again by Autumn Gearinger.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Storm. The ball is, let's see, it's in the hands.
Yeah,
So
it's going to be right about the 34-yard line. Is what I'm seeing. Maybe 33. Etchin in at quarterback. She's got Colangelo to her right.
Handoff, works her way to the inside, cuts back to the middle, has some room, still going, gets all the way up to almost the 50-yard line.
Yeah, big run there by Colangelo.
Looked like number 73, Christina Skinner, once again in on the tackle. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Storm. Ball on their own 49.
Macias Hicks is going to be in under center. She's got Mendoza to her left.
Up the middle, has a hole, breaks through, runs into her own person, stays on her feet still.
Yeah, she ran right into the back of Krista Meeks, but if she had been able to avoid it, I think she would have broken that wide open.
Yeah, I think she would have been gone.
Yeah, huge hole there for Cassie Macias Hicks. Nice run. She's going to check out of the game. It's going to be Alyssa Williams under center. Yeah, she's made it to the end zone twice today, and I think she was looking for a 3rd trip.
1st and 10, ball on the 32-yard line.
She's going to have Colangelo to her right.
Nice run again. Brought down by Christina Skinner again in there for the tackle.
And that's going to be a 1st down for the Storm. Alyssa Williams on that carry. She took it herself. Sarah Colangelo is also going to check out of the game. It's going to be Mo Etchin in under center, and number 17, Katie Mendoza, as the back. Loading at the left side.
Comes to the inside, tries to break a tackle, flag down. Number 6 is Shea Watson in there for the tackle.
Yeah, not much on that carry. She maybe even lost a yard. I want to see what this flag is going to be. And it looks like it's going to be on the Storm. Let's see. And that's going to be a holding penalty on the Storm. A 10-yard penalty. The Storm finally had some momentum going in this second half.
We've had quite a few penalty calls here the second half.
Yeah, in the first half we had almost nothing. It was a really clean game.
Breaks through. Still on her feet.
Reese Lowry with a nice run to recover a lot of that ground that they lost on that penalty. That's going to be 2nd and about 5.
Melanie Archuleta with the tackle there. So that's going to be 2nd down and 6.
Yeah, Etchin's going to check, or excuse me, Colangelo is going to check out of the game. Etchin's going to be in under center.
runs out, but not until she's gotten a first down. She's inside the 10-yard line.
Yeah, Mo Etchen with a nice run. She had some great blocks up the middle, and that's going to be enough for a first down.
And it's going to be first and goal.
Yeah, Colangelo's going to check back into the game.
First and goal on the 6, it looks like.
Yeah, Reese Lowry's going to check out. It's going to be Colangelo and Etchen in the back.
Still powers her way, but gets pushed back.
Yeah, I think forward progress is going to give her a couple yards there.
Melanie Archuleta in there again for the stop.
Sarah Colangelo on the carry. Williams and Macias Hicks are going to check into the game. It's going to be Colangelo and Etchen checking out.
Second down and goal. Ball looks like it's just this side of the 1.
You know, last time they were in the end zone, I was expecting Macias Hicks to take it herself, and she ended up looking for a pass. I wonder, I have no idea really at this point what they're going to do here. Williams under center.
Looking for that block, and she walks right in for a touchdown. Storm.
Alyssa Williams with the touchdown. That's going to be her 10th touchdown of the season. She's currently second in the league in touchdowns. Her 5th rushing touchdown of the season as well.
So the Storm adds a little bit insurance in there to the final score and the 16 points that they do need.
Williams for the kick.
And it's good. Another kind of sketchy brain fart. It's all yours.
Yeah.
A sketchy snap.
Tough snap, yeah.
Yes.
Tough snap and hold. I think that ball is probably a little bit wet, and if you're not used to handling it, then it might be a little tough to hang on to it. Well, Alyssa Williams with the touchdown and the kick. That's got to be fun, huh?
Yeah.
35-7 here with 8:07 left in the 4th quarter. The Storm are sitting very comfortably with where they want to be. Coming into this game, they had to win by 16 points to be able to secure this spot. I do, unfortunately, not have an update for you on the Callie Warren, the Minnesota Vixen. It looks like whoever was doing the updates for that game maybe is no longer. I will see and get back to you.
There's your kickoff. Fielded at the 30, across the 35, 40, 45 into Storm territory, but there is a flag down.
Yeah, I wonder if we're going to see an illegal block in the back.
That was number 15, Melanie Archuleta with her kick return there. She's been a busy one tonight.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she's been a focal point of this game on both sides of the ball.
I think the flag got waved off. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Blaze. Ball on the Storm 49. Timeout, Blaze. I think they're trying to avoid that delay of game call. It was taking a while to get everything back.
Right,
going
and that's going to be a costly timeout. I hope that they haven't just given up on the game, but if they have any plans of coming back, they're going to need every timeout that they can get.
So, any idea where, if the Storm can, if things work out the way they're supposed to, where would the Storm be next week?
You know, I don't. I think if they were to come through, I think that they would probably be playing Cali War and they would be in LA for that game. If the Storm do make the playoffs, they will not. Excuse me. If they do make the playoffs, they will not have any home games. And it's going to be a tight race. Like, there are 3 teams currently in the fight for that last spot. We're looking at the Arlington Impact, the Minnesota Vixen, Mile High Blaze, and the Nevada Storm are all fighting for a spot, that last playoff spot. So,
Weren't the Vixen usually one of the top teams?
you know, they were. They did lose all-star running back Grace Cooper this last season.
He gets behind.
Pass. Oh, and it bounced. I jinxed her.
Yeah, you know, they did lose quite a few really key players to their offense in this last season. Like I was saying, Grace Cooper, the all-star running back, she did go to another Denver team, not in the WFA. The name is escaping me at the moment of what that team name is called, but you know, when you lose those key players, it's similar to what the Nevada Storm have kind of experienced in this last year. They no longer have Jasmine Plummer. They don't have Jesse Felker anymore. All key players that, you know, really produced a lot of offense for these teams. So, as well as defense, So.
Second down for the Blaze. 10.
And a little bit of trickery there. Number 17, Adrian Tauesa, was under center, and the quarterback, number 27, Santisteban, was out wide there to the right.
And that was basically the same play they did last time, but they lost yardage on that one.
Right.
She's lucky she caught it because it was a backwards pass.
Right. Yeah, and I'm sorry, folks. I don't think that I'll be able to update you any longer on the Minnesota Vixen Cali War game. As of right now, they are not posting any box scores for that game.
That snap, recovers, lets it go.
Yeah, really, really low snap there for Tauesa. And you know, she really took a risk there just throwing that ball up, because if it had just been a little bit higher, I think if it floated a little bit more, I think Cassie Macias Hicks would have had her hands on that.
Yeah.
Great coverage there by the Storm.
Looks like the rain is finally subsiding. Just a couple sprinkles out there now. I looked on the radar and it looks like we're pretty much done for the night.
Yeah.
Of course, with 7 minutes left in the game. But
Yeah, Tauesa is going to stay in under center. 4th and long here for the Blaze. Satistavan is out wide right.
low snap again. Lets it go. And she had to just knock that down to save it from getting intercepted.
Right, yeah, number 25, Carmen Whitehead, was the intended target. And Sarah Colangelo, number 18, just showing us the hops out there, deflecting that pass.
I don't think she was trying to pick it off, and Whitehead knocked it out of her hands.
Yeah, it looked like there were a few hands up there.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Storm now. Ball on Blaze territory at their 46. Chance for the Storm to really open this up. And runs behind the tent, and we lose her.
Yeah, Mo Etchen on that carry. She had Colangelo out to her left.
Ball gets up to the 41, so it's going to be 2nd down and 5.
Yeah, Etchen's going to check out along with Colangelo. It's going to be Macias Hicks and number 17, Katie Mendoza.
Macias Hicks to give the call.
Rolls to the outside, cuts the corner. Still on her feet. Gets all the way up to about the 27.
Yeah, well past that first yard line. And Cindy Pito was a little slow to get up there. But a nice run by the Storm. And Colangelo and Etchen are going to come back into the game.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Storm as they're trying to fight off a sneeze.
Yeah, Pita's going to come out of the game. It's going to be number 71, Snowblin, who was injured earlier in the game. That's going to replace her.
Storm comes up to the ball.
Etchen under center.
Handoff up the middle. Has a hole. Nice run until she's brought down by Peterson.
Yeah, great run by Colangelo. She had some great blocks up the middle. Looks like Etchen's going to stay in the game.
Gets all the way up to the 12-yard line, so it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Storm. Ball on the 12.
Etchen under center, Colangelo to her left.
Tiptoes her way through the line.
Yeah, some fancy footwork there by.
Oh, fumble. Wow.
And Etchen fumbled the ball. I can't see who recovered it.
Number 5.
Looks.
I could have sworn I saw number 5, Alexis Martinez. But that was weird. I didn't even see that ball pop out.
Yeah, me either. She was standing almost straight up. I wonder if it just got stripped right out of her hands. She had a nice little run there, tiptoeing over a defender that was laying on the ground.
So that's the second turnover of the game.
Right. Yeah, so the Blaze are going to take over right around the 9-yard line. And it's still going to be number 17, Tauesa, in under center.
First and 10 for the Blaze. Oh, ball's loose. She was able to fall on it. Putnam loses the ball but gets it back.
Yeah, how strange would that have been?
Yeah.
Two fumbles back to back on the same yard line. Well, Putnam's lucky to have gotten that ball back because she had a Storm defender wrestling her for that ball.
So it's going to bring up 2nd down and 13. Once again, the Blaze, not much room to work with.
Yeah, Santisteban out wide right.
Looks like Putnam with the ball again, but nothing there.
Yeah, she's going to be taken down a little bit back behind the line of scrimmage. They better be careful. They've already had one safety tonight.
I mean, it's like 3rd down and 17 now, maybe 16. And the ball is, what, on the 4?
If that.
3 or 4.
Yeah.
.325 and counting left in this game.
Yeah, you know, I'm surprised we haven't seen more Reese Peterson out there running that ball, trying to get it out of the end zone. They have 3 receivers out wide. They may look to pass here.
tipped. Falls incomplete. That ball went straight up.
Yeah, nice attempt there by Sarah Anderson to try to catch that ball, but
Now be 4th and long for the Blaze.
Blaze bring out the punt team. They really don't have an option at this far deep in the field.
right. As far as I'm concerned, they'll be lucky if they can even get this punt off.
Yeah.
It's going to be Macias Hicks back to receive the punt. Her lead blocker, Amanda Gilda, about 15 yards in front of her.
Uh-oh. Ball's loose.
And that's going to be a safety.
Yeah.
And a touchdown for the Storm.
She must have lost the ball.
Recovered by number 72, Krista Meeks, for her first touchdown on the season. And that's going to put the Storm up 41-7. Bad snap there, and she just couldn't get her hands back on the ball. Alyssa Williams is coming out for the kick.
You're getting horns from the parking lot from the people that are cold watching in their cars.
Yeah, I feel very fortunate that we get to hang out up here in the booth.
Last week we had air conditioning, and today we're protected from the rain and stuff. So yeah, this is. Up for the extra point, and that is good. So with 3:02 left here in this game, the Storm opens up a commanding lead, 42-7.
Yeah, and this is exactly what the Storm needed. They needed to hold their opponent to very few points and score a lot if they were going to get into the playoffs. I know we kind of talked about this a little bit at the beginning of the game, but the three key factors that go into a tiebreaker for the playoffs are points for, points against, and then the Massey ratings. And frankly, after what we're seeing tonight, I can't imagine that the Storm aren't going to move up in the Massey ratings. And
Right.
I'd be very surprised if we saw them again at 16. But they are really taking care of business on all sides right now. Mendoza for the kick.
Nice kick. Beautiful kick. And it takes a good bounce, and it rolls in the end zone. I thought it was going to stop short.
I thought it was too for a second there. What a that just would have been the icing on the cake,
Yeah.
I think, if it had 3 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. 42-7, Nevada Storm.
Number 17, Katie Mendoza, booming kick, and it will bounce into the end zone.
Yeah, you know, we've been seeing the leg of Katie Mendoza. I mean, do you think that they may in the future try to develop that into a field goal
I don't see why not.
kicking talent,
yeah.
you know? I mean, because she is really hitting some nice kicks out there.
So 1st and 10 for the Blaze. Ball on the 25. Handoff goes to the outside. Peterson gets tackled from behind. Oh, excuse me, Putnam.
Yeah, taken down by number 18, Sarah Colangelo. She definitely had some help from Keelan York and Cassie Macias Hicks on that tackle.
2nd down and 4. We'll call it 5 for the Blaze. Ball on 31.
Well, if you're a Storm fan, you couldn't be happier with what we're seeing tonight.
Yes.
You know, this is exactly what they needed. Yeah, you really couldn't have asked for more. If you're a fan of the Blaze,
up the middle for about a yard. Oops, sorry. Third down.
Yeah, if you're a fan of the Blaze, this is incredibly disappointing. You know, your playoff hopes are on the line here, and you're really hoping that you're going to see something different. But especially after the way that they beat the Nevada Storm earlier in the season.
Yes, this is quite the turnaround.
Right.
Third down and 3. Handoff up the middle. Oh, and gets met instantly.
Yeah, number 11 taken down by number 11.
Well, if the Storm does move on, they're going to have their hands full with Cali War, because that's always been a battle for them.
Oh, yeah, and, you know, the Nevada Storm took 2 losses to the Cali War earlier this season, you know, and I can't guarantee that that's where things are all going to shake out.
Yeah.
But from what I'm looking at, the St. Louis Slam have the number 1 seed, and I think that the way the playoffs shake out.
Little pitch out. Breaks through and into the, lost him behind the 10.
Yeah, but it looked like she had enough for the first down there.
Yeah, definitely. Well, yeah, the first down marker was back on the 35. She looks like she got up to the 41-yard line.
Yeah, big tackle made by Kaylin York, but it's not going to be enough to stop the Blaze. Great run there by Reese Peterson. I'm just surprised that we haven't seen more of her. I mean, she had such a huge first half. Clock is running, 30 seconds left on the clock.
Gibb, pitch up. Has a nice hole, gets all the way up to midfield into Storm territory before she's brought down. Peterson with the ball.
Taken down again by number 85, Kaylin York. 18 seconds left on the clock.
Another first down for the Blaze.
And I imagine that they're desperately trying to score here just to pad any kind of stats that they may need for that positioning. I wonder if we'll see a pass here. We have number 27, Santisteban, out wide left.
Snap is low. Tried to struggle to pick it up, and that falls short.
Yeah, very short, bad snap.
That leaves 12.1 seconds left.
Yeah, she barely picked that up off the ground.
Yeah.
And the pass there falls well short of its intended target. It will now be 2nd and 10.
I'm going to see again if I can try to get the score.
2nd and 10 for the Blaze. Goes to the outside, has a hole, cuts the corner, gets taken down at the 42-yard line.
Yeah, and that's going to be enough, it looks like, to run out the clock here.
Storm comes away 42-7 with the victory over the Mile High Blaze. I see you had an update on the score there, Jared.
I do have an update here for you folks on the Cali War Minnesota Vixen game. It does look like the Minnesota Vixen did triumph over the Cali War 35-32. I'm not sure how that is going to affect the playoff seeding, but we will definitely keep our eyes peeled and keep our hopes up over here at the local sports program.
Well, that's going to do it for us tonight, folks. After this cold, rainy night, it was a great game by the Storm. And that's going to do it for us for the season, I think.
Yeah.
Unless we get called up.
Well, great season. Yeah, it's been a pleasure, Todd.
Yeah, as always. So hope to see you next year and probably see you during some high school games and stuff. So
Most definitely.
yeah, so for local sports program, this is Todd Miller and my buddy Jared Young saying have a good weekend, everybody.